Hello, today is the day that the RTB 2020 Tranche 23 has been released. So it's January 28 as of the moment of this recording, just a while ago, 2 hours or 1 hour ago, na-release ng Bureau of the Treasury itong RTB 2020 or the Retail Treasury Bonds. That's for 4.375% per annum for 3-year maturity. And if you have been following my vlogs or my videos in the past, I have shared about RTB, I think, few weeks ago. And I have said that there's a coming release. So now, today is the time. So ito po ay tinatawag ngayon na RTB Tranche 23. And it's released January 28 up to February 6, 2020. Ito po yung availability niya. If you are looking for an avenue, an instrument to grow your investments, your money, your extra money, instead of just putting it in a deposit account, savings deposit account, or time deposit, better to consider RTB if you're considering to place it around 1 year to 3 years. And ito po ang sample calculator. For example, if we compare it to the time deposit usual rate, which is 1.125, let's say, let's type an amount that usual LSI or local small investor would place. Let's say starting with 500, then that's the difference. The interest rate for this one is 52, while the other is 13. So let's say a little bit more. So calculating it, it's 157 with the RTB per annum and 40.5 at the usual time deposit instrument. So ito po yung kagandahan nito is because there's no risk because you are lending it to the government, and the very risk is just when the government collapses or something like that. And we know that this is also an effort of the government of the Philippines to achieve inclusivity. Inclusivity means that in a basic sense na ang ating paglago ay nakukuha mismo sa loob natin. Hindi na natin kailangang mag-borrow ng pera or ng credit mula sa mga World Bank or IMF or any other banks outside investors, but instead it just comes from our own citizens. So ito po yung paraan para ma-attract po, ma-improve yung ating inclusivity. Ito po ay pupunta sa ating mga investments such as infrastructures, ating projects and programs of the government. And of course, sila po mismo yung magbabalik nito, less the tax. Tandaan po natin may tax po yan if I'm not mistaken, it's 20%. Katulad din po ng mga interest rates natin sa ating mga savings account. Sa time deposit, every time they deposit the interest, they also automatically, you can see the deduction ng tax. So dito po, disclaimer, this calculation is for illustration purposes. This should not be taken as professional advice, okay? It should not be used as the sole basis to measure returns in said securities. So, tandaan po ito po. Sabi dito, 20% final withholding tax. So, i-share ko po in a while after this. Please continue watching at the end kung paano po mag-invest, either online or walk-in. Okay? Investment amount in RTB is a minimum of 5,000. Okay? Minimum of 5K. And 365 time deposit rate assume is 1.125. So, assume lang po yung comparison na yun. Alright, so ito po yung mga features niya. Affordable, convenient, low risk. Sabi ko nga po, because rather than putting it in a private firm, you're putting it in a public government or a government entity, which is, of course, gets its funding to the taxes of the citizens. So, mga taxes na nagbubuhay po ng ating government. Short term, higher yield, negotiable, and transferable, quarterly interest payments. Bakit po negotiable and transferable? Because may feature po ito na kung naka-invest na po kayo dati sa RTB, I think that's tranche 18, you have the option to reinvest it. No? And plus, there's another reward for reinvesting it. And the returns are being deposited to your bank account, to your accredited bank partner account, quarterly po. Okay, so how to invest? First is inquire at the participating banks. Ipapakita ko po mamaya ano yung mga banks na nag-accept nito. Use your Philippine peso account. Okay, of course, peso account po dapat. fill out the required forms. Just ask the teller or the officer or the manager about this since na-briefing naman po silang lahat. Pay the principal cost, meaning yung i-deposit nyo po, and then principal payment will be deducted from your bank account. Okay, make sure na enough po yung balance natin. So every quarter again, i-deposit po yan sa inyong bank account. So once the RTBs reaches maturity, ang principal nyo po and the last interest will be credited to the bank account. Alright, so how to invest RTBs online or Retail Treasury Bonds? First, by the way, just to share again, ang best performing instrument po as of 2019 are bonds according to our COL broker or COL Financial, our broker for mutual funds. Bonds are the top performing assets of last year. And I just also like to share na yung mga naghihintay sa aking part 2 of my release for being a freelancer or solopreneur. Please wait po this week or in the coming days or maybe Saturday that I will be releasing the video or the tutorial about working as a freelancer no matter what profession you are, as long as you can digitalize it. You can work as a part-time, home-based, or remote worker for offshore clients. All right. So going back, how to invest RTBs online? Go to the website treasury.gov.ph. Ito na po siya. And then read through the details of the RTB. Siguro makakonfuse kayo sa ang part ng website. Dito po, /RTB. So ipapakita ko po dito, siguro sa notepad na to. Okay, I'll make a new document. You can go directly to this link, treasury.gov.ph. Small letter po yan treasury.gov.ph/RTB. Yan po. You can directly type this in your URL at your browser and accomplish the required ordering form, pay the principal cost. Ito po ay if you have a bank account at the accredited banks. Okay, if you have seen my previous video, I think you can see it here. I'll place it at the top at the cards. Pag meron po kayong account sa isang bank na accredited, mamaya makita po natin. And then proof of investments, dapat po meron tayong successful notification. So if check, ito pala, official selling agents, ito po sila, DBP, Land Bank. But I guess if you have seen my previous video, for the online transactions, ito lang po dapat yung bank niyo, DBP and Land Bank. If your banks are one of these, okay, nakasama, isa po dito sa ibaba, itong BDO, BPI, etc., then you can get that through walk-in. But let's see right now. Ready to order? Okay, it says this is best viewed by using the latest version of Google Chrome. Very good, no? Kasi may isa akong ginagamit sa isang government agency na dapat Explorer, which is kind of difficult. So, investor details, Retail Treasury Bonds, ordering form. So, pag gusto na po nating mag-order, investor details, again, as little as 5,000. Please tick the box if ordering is an existing government securities investor. Pag meron po yung RTB before, click this one. Pero pag wala pa, if bago po tayo, okay, amount to invest, let's say, let's go for the minimum lang, no? And then, okay, Brian, birthday. Okay, just like that. Just enter those things. Country of residence, region, complete address. Okay, tick the acceptance of the terms and conditions. I hereby agree that the BTR may collect, store, use, share. Okay, ito po yung data processing compliance, no? Purposes, in this form for the purposes stated in the Retail Treasury Bonds Notice of Offering and to facilitate my investment in Retail Treasury Bonds. Any query concerning the processing of my personal data by the BTR may be directed to DPO and at treasury.gov.ph. So, maganda dahil may DPO na, no? I believe that's the data privacy officer. Okay? A copy of BTR's data privacy notice is available at the website. Okay, so just lagay lang natin yung details. For example, i-blurred ko lang to. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so I'm seeing now the settlement bank. And as I've said in the previous video, ito po ay Land Bank and the Development Bank of the Philippines. So meron pong isa na-add or nadagdag, that's Metro Bank or First Metro Sec. No? So yung settle bank mo dapat, if you want to do this online, should be just one of the three. Otherwise, you should do it walk-in by going to the bank by yourself personally. Account name. Right, let's say, since I don't have any of these three, I'll just select one for the sake of showing it. Maganda kasi dahil kanina when I opened the news, ito po talaga yung pinakita sa akin ng Google. So maybe the algorithm knows na meron tayong ginagawang educational tutorials like this so that we can help other Filipinos to become investors and achieve inclusivity. Alright, so payment mode, ito po yung gusto nating makita na ang payment mode is makita natin dito, Land Bank, since I selected Land Bank in the previous form. So Land Bank account number, I should place my account number there. Since I don't have, that's just a mock number. And then CAPTCHA to make sure na hindi po tayo robot, to get rid of spam. Okay, please use Land Bank ATM account enrolled in Land Bank iAccess to enable you to receive the one-time password through your registered mobile number or email address. Okay, dapat po na-enroll po kayo sa Land Bank iAccess. I would assume that this is also like the BPI Online or the Express Online or the online banks. No, dapat na-register po tayo so that the system can automatically deduct or debit it from your account. Okay? I certify that I am at least 18 years old and have read, understood, and agreed to the terms and conditions. I certify that I have read, understood, and agreed the investor's undertaking and authorization to the bank. So, ito po yung nag-agree kayo na i-deduct yan. So, meaning, huwag dapat kayong magulat. No? I certify that I have read, understood, etc. Okay, given, example lang, na agreed na tayo dyan. So, di tayo makaproceed. There's an exclamation mark and I believe it's in my account number, which is, since it's not existing, no? So, until here lang po yung makita natin tutorial and ito po yung announcement, by the way, for the details. Okay, if you want to read these, the tranche 23. And ito po yung accredited banks. Sorry, this is the summary of the awards of the last RTB. Yan, ito po. Selling agents. Ito po yung mga selling agents for the 3-year tranche 23. BDO, BDO Capital, BPI, China Bank, and I guess mas rumami siya, no? Sa ngayong tranche na ito. Treasurer of the Philippines signed. Right? And for more questions, comment below. Meron po kayong tips or comments, ano po ba yung dapat na gawin or may mga gusto po kayong i-share sa ating mga kababayan, comment below. And if you have questions, comment also so that mas makatulong, masagot ng mga interested parties and we can together help build our country and bless our nation, achieve the shalom or the peace and the progress in Jeremiah 17, no? And again, this is Brian Villarosa. Please subscribe for more tips and guides regarding finance, investments, freelancing, and more. Thank you.